Right, we are back. The Championship playoff semi-final, second leg. Swansea take on Barnsley. They already have that 1-goal lead. Who's going to be winning? Who is going to be winning? What's everyone's predictions then? What is everybody's predictions for today? How is everyone doing? My voice has gone a little bit. But most importantly, how are you guys? How are you all? Just type that in quickly. There we go. Let's have a look at the comments. Hello, what do you think of Brentford's comeback? 2-0 Swansea, you think? Right. Brentford's comeback was a good one. Definitely. I didn't expect it, but fair play to them. Fair play to them. I don't think I can really say anything bad about them. That they fought back and they did it well. I mean, Bournemouth took the lead as well. So, what more is there to say? If Bournemouth take the lead in a game, they'd be especially when that then makes it 2-0. Their fans would be expecting to see it out, but they haven't. So, you know, how would I know? I didn't get to watch it because I was working. But Alison, I have read that. I'm just going to quickly share this video and then we'll get on to that in a second. Because I've got to share it to make sure people know that we are streaming today. We do need to. We'll take a few minutes to talk about that one actually. Right. So, Alison has commented, what about the Sunderland score? Well, Alison, I think everybody knows what's happened in that one, don't they? Sunderland have managed to do it again. They've made it 4 seasons in a row in League One. They've lost to Lincoln. Obviously, they're beaten today. Lost over 2 legs. And we will go on to it now, though. Confirmed today. Brentford will play the winner of this tie in the Championship playoff final. And it will be Blackpool versus Lincoln City in the League One playoff final as well. Both happening next weekend. The League Two playoff final, everything's to play for. Newport are 2-0 up. And Morecambe, I think, took a 2-1 win away at Tranmere. So there's still a lot that could go on there. Anyone could go through. Same as in this game. Nothing is done yet. I think that's very fair to say. Addison also saying it'll be a 3-0 Swansea win. Very likely. Swansea have got fans in today. Expecting to do it, but ultimately, the Championship is a funny old league. Will be in League One next season. Sheffield Wednesday will be in League One next season. Oxford in League One. Who else will be in League One? Other people as well. Dad, do you want to join, do you? I'll get you in then. I can send you one now, though. I didn't realise. Something should. Give me a minute and I'll get you in there. Just to talk about what you think of the Sunderland game. Obviously, this was rushed after I got back from work, so. Right, Dad, in a back. Right, we'll chuck you a link over. There you go. Link's been sent, Dad. Join. F1 Football Fan, hello. How are you, mate? You good? See the Sunderland score earlier? Come on then, Dad. Come on, Dad. We're waiting for you. For your opinion on Sunderland's game. Come on. He's like a dog. You've got to hope for him. Crazy qualifying, crazy Sunderland game and Brentford game. Now, hopefully a crazy game here. Hopefully. Dad's going to be 2 minutes. Okay, Dad, no worries. Has anyone actually noticed as well I don't know whether anyone would care, but the Spanish league. So whichever of the Madrid side wins the league pretty much. I don't know if you know that. So before the day, Atletico were top on 83 points. Madrid was second on 81 points, and Barca were third on 76. So Barca out of the races between the two Madrid clubs, both of which are losing. Oh no, they're both level now. I think there must be. Oh no, goal ruled out for Real Madrid. So that means that there's a 3-point gap again. But if Real Madrid win by 4-0, they've won the league. Mental old league, that one. Once again, anything can happen. The French league as well, tomorrow that finishes, going to be another big one. Can't do a stream of the Premier League Friday because we'll be at football. We will be doing another different thing. Where is Dad? Let's hope Dad joins in the next 15 minutes before the game kicks off. 13 minutes now, it's counting down. All right, so Lincoln tweeted, "We're going to Wembley." Indeed you are. Just watching the highlights here of the first leg and stats from people and their highlights from individual people. Freddie Woodman was class. And I know it's showing this now, but I remember watching it. And he just flew. I want Atletico to win the league because it's a change from Real and Barca. Fair enough. Fair. I'm not surprised. Leo, hey mate, Sunderland fan here. It was great to be at the stadium today, but hard to see your team through the tears. Yeah, Leo, mate. Feel bad for you. I've been there before, many a time now, where I've seen us lose in the second leg of a player semi-final. At least your boys gave it a battle, though, mate. That's all I can say. At least they won the game, so they didn't just kind of lay down and die. They kept going. Right. While we wait for Dad, we will go through the lineups for today then. Just the one change for Swansea then. We'll start with them. Woodman starts in goal. Norton and Bidwell as the fullbacks with Cabango and Guay in the central back areas. Fulton, Grimes and Hurahan make up a midfield three with Ayew, 36-year-old Wayne Routledge and Jamalo in a front three. Wayne Routledge is playing in a championship playoff semi-final second leg. Mental. That is their only change. He comes into it. We'll let that go through one more time before we do the Barnsley lineup. And now we will do the Barnsley lineup. Collins starts in goal, number 40. Anderson, Heelick and Civic as a back three. Britton and Styles as wing backs. Mowat, Palmer, Morris, Adebayo and Woodrow make up the rest of the team in a 3-4-3 formation. Now, I think we have got Dad in here. I hope we have. Let's bring him in and hear what he has to say. Dad, what do you think of the Sunderland game earlier?
You get your cheesy chips for £1. You get your cheesy chips for £1. Sunderland's a massive club.
Right, well, Dad's clearly happy. Leo, we laid in the second half and bossed it for the first, just to throw it away. I love your channel, by the way. I used to hate me from your video class. Cheers, mate. Means a lot. I mean, it's still a rival there. But go on, Dad. Now, be serious now. Don't sing.
In all seriousness, I did watch the game. Sunderland were very unfortunate. We're all over Lincoln in the first half. Second half, Lincoln had a few chances and they missed. They missed a penalty as well. But Sunderland should have been 3 or 4 up in the first half. That's when they should have taken this. That's when they should have put the game to bed. The second half, obviously, Lincoln could have scored another one or maybe 2 more. McGeady hit the post, but then again, they hit the bar.
Even from the follow-up from that, White hit the side netting. He should have scored that.
Yeah, definitely.
As I said, I've only watched the last 30 minutes because even at work, though, I was looking at the stats and stuff, and Sunderland had like 70% of the ball in the opening 40 minutes. They were battered.
No, they were. They were all over them, mate, to be fair. But, you know, once again, it's a bit like us. Failure.
Yeah.
Club of that size shouldn't be in this division. But it shows you, mate, if you get the right team together, don't necessarily have to have a lot of star players. If you get the right work ethic and the right team spirit, it can do wonders. And the right manager, you never in a million years say Blackpool and Lincoln would have the chance to get at the start of the season. There's no way you'd say Blackpool and Lincoln would be in the playoff final.
40. I think Blackpool were predicted to be about 14th and Lincoln were predicted to be about 19th. And they both made the playoffs, so fair play to them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Charlie White, Mr. Sitter, and McGee hit the post. Should have put game to bed. Should have done, Leo. Head, but not quite with his feet. Anyway, Dad, before we move on from the Sunderland game, if I'm a football fan, as much as I want Barnsley to win, I want to see Lowe do well. What about Chaplin? He's at Barnsley. I still think, though, out of these two teams, Dad, I think you'll agree with me. If either of them's going to give Brentford a game in the final, it's good. Would you
You're
agree?
breaking up, mate. You're breaking up. What did you say? If either of them's going to...
So if either of these two sides today goes through, the one that will give Brentford the biggest or the better game?
Swansea.
Yeah, do you think Swansea would give Brentford the better game? Or do you think Brentford would give Swansea the better game?
I think Swansea would give Brentford a far sterner test than Barnsley, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I do apologise for the lag. Once again, I have one device connected to the internet, and it's this. And again, my Wi-Fi doesn't exactly like me. Loss of voice in Cheltenham Stadium, Lowell. We need to rebuild and restart. Let's see both Pompey in the Championship next season. Yes, mate. Let's both go. Let's win and come second. We'll win the league. You can come second. We'll allow that to happen. You're lagging a bit, mate. Once again, I do apologise. And hi, boys. How are you today, says Darren? I'm good, mate. Now, how are you? Dad, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, let's just talk about this game again then. Considering Swansea have that 1-goal lead going into this game on aggregate and being at home with fans in the second leg, do you think any of that's going to make any difference to this, or do you think it will just be pot luck again?
Well, obviously, Swansea have got the advantage. They won the first leg away 1-0. And they're playing in front of their own fans today. So, yeah, they're going to have a bit of an advantage. But I think it'll be tense. I think it'll be tight. If Barnsley score the first goal, anything's possible. But if Swansea score and they make it 2-0 on aggregate early on, then I think Barnsley could struggle.
Well, I will just say something. Earlier in the Championship then, Bournemouth, travelling to London with 1-goal lead. They then take the lead on the day to go 2-0 up on aggregate.
Yeah, they had a player sent off there, mate.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that. I only got to look at the full-time score and see that Brentford managed to win 3-2. Do you think Brentford and Tony's Barmy Army will make it up to the Premier League?
Well, they should have gone up last year. So I think you'd probably put them favourites. But to be fair, Blake, Bournemouth had to play 60-odd minutes with 10 men. So
yeah,
they're always going to struggle. And the penalty that Brentford got was never a penalty. So Brentford got a bit. No, so Brentford got a bit of luck. But
you need luck in the playoffs, and that's undeniable.
Yeah, and Bournemouth had a player sent off. So that is it.
So quite unfortunate there for Bournemouth. Bournemouth were quite unlucky.
Well, it was a red card.
But then the penalty wasn't a penalty.
No, but the red card was a red card because it was the last man. They tripped him over, so it was a penalty. A red card. But I think Brentford. I think Brentford are probably the favourites, whoever they play at Swansea and Barnsley, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Blake, something to find out. I'm devastated. Not surprised, Carl. In a way, Dad, I think it's good we didn't get playoffs because then at least we knew we couldn't go up. Just that extra bit of hope could have killed us.
Well, mate, we're not. I mean, even moving forward, I'm worried about Portsmouth. I really am. We got a pretty. Yeah. We're talking about signing non-league players from Bromley. I mean, that doesn't exactly fill me with a lot of confidence.
No, we're not. I think you've seen the same thing I saw earlier on Facebook where they said, no, he's not from Bromley. The reason that was a joke was because that's where Louis Dennis came from.
Yeah, well, maybe.
We're not from there.
We'll have to see.
We're looking at Rotherham's Robertson, I think he is, centre-half.
Yeah.
At the moment.
To be fair, at the moment, I'm not filled with much optimism for the next season from the way the club's going. I think we lack a lot of ambition. The owners seem to go, I understand, there's COVID-19 and clubs, but you've got to look at Ipswich can have a load of money. Sunderland are going to reinvest. Sheffield Wednesday in this division now. Charlton have got a bit of money.
Rotherham always do.
So if we're not prepared to, compete with these sides in terms of getting players, wages, transfers, I don't think we're finishing the top half, let alone challenge for promotion. And that is a worry.
Our current squad is very, very thin.
Well, we've got
13 players.
Yeah, obviously we're going to buy some players, but at the moment, moving forward, we'll be lucky to finish in the top half.
No, I agree with you. Right, Dad, as the players are out on the pitch, what do you reckon is going to happen in this game?
I think Swansea will win 2-1, and it'll be 3-1 aggregate, and it'll be a Swansea-Brentford final.
Yes.
And then Ivan Toney will score 2 in the final and finally get to the Premier League, where he belongs.
I do want to say one thing, though, Dad.
Yeah.
Nathan, he's not in the stream at the moment. He's messaged me, though. He's got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, what's that?
You jinxed them.
Oh, I said they'd go up, mate, yeah.
You said they'd batter Lincoln in the second leg and then batter Blackpool.
Well, I thought they would, but,
Did they?
Well, they battered them in the first half today, but after that, poor.
Yeah. Sunderland have 14 players out of contract, and I hope they'll all leave. But we'll just Pompey will be out the next season. Don't worry. Yeah, Carl, it's just our owners. It depends how they use their money. They've just sold like shit. Oh, 1 minute, Dad. They've just sold a share in Tops for like 1.3 billion. But I could bet you any money we don't see any of that. We sold Matt Clark and Jamal Owen in the same window, and we bought John Marquis, and that's it. So we sold players at a net value of about 7 million combined, and bought. Where'd the other 5 million go?
Pub players.
Yeah. Anyway, Dad, we'll go through the lineups one more time while you're here. Thoughts on these then, Dad? Swansea's lineup, first of all, the home side. Freddie Woodman in goal. Norton, Fulton, Grimes and Conor Hourihane in midfield. Ayew and Lowe either side of Wayne Routledge. Dad, thoughts on that Swansea team?
Swansea look powerful going forward, mate. Routledge, Lowe and Ayew, mate.
Do you remember Wayne Routledge?
Yeah, he's 36 now.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, he's 30, but he still can do a job at that level, mate.
Yeah, he used to be Premier League.
Have the pace.
Rooney did a job. Yes, Dad, he might have the pace, but he's got Ayew and Lowe.
Mate, yeah, decent, very decent.
Right, Barnsley's lineup then. Collins in goal, Anderson, Heelick and Civic as a back three. Britton and Styles either side as wing-back slash left and right midfielders. Moa and Palmer as central midfielders, with Adebayo, Morris and Woodrow in a front three in a 3-4-3 formation. Andre Ayew, an interesting stat for Swansea while we go through this Barnsley team. 6 shots on target, 4 goals. What a player. Do you think he'll have anything to say later?
I think he will, mate.
Yeah?
I think he's Premier League class, isn't he? Let's be fair.
Yeah. Well, he always has been, hasn't he? Him and his brother have always played in the Premier League, really. I think he's only come down because he came down with Swansea, so he just kind of stuck around.
Yeah.
Or they bought him again. I'm not sure again, but I think they did just buy him, didn't they?
Yeah. But
he's a good player. And he's probably going to have a lot to say today. But, Dad, you've said your last kind of thing. Quickly, though, I was about to let you go then. F1 football fan, where do you think Pompey will finish next season? That's a question aimed at you, Dad. Where do you think we'll finish?
Well, at the moment, 12th.
Well, honestly, with investment and what the Cowleys want to do, if the Cowleys do what they want to do in the summer and get allowed to do it, what do you think will happen?
If we get good investment, the right signings, I don't think we get top 2. I think 4th, playoffs.
Okay, Dad. Well, I'll let you go then, and I'll get you back in at half-time as Barnsley get us underway.
All right, mate. I'm going to get KFC with Grace.
See you in a bit.
Love you, mate.
Daughter. Right, Dad's going back out with his daughter now then. Michael, Swansea-born fan here, living for 30 years in LA. I'm not confident, hopeful though. 1-1 draw is my prediction. Michael, you got a good chance, mate. You have. You've probably got the better squad. And then well, I don't know if you've got the better talent at the moment in this game, but you won the first leg, so clearly your team's doing something right. Right then, let's get the snacks out. I haven't got many, but I've got a box of chocolate fingers and a pack of midget gems. Because who doesn't like eating during football? I wouldn't do this if I was at the ground, but got back into Fratton Park on Thursday. Actually, that video should be out either later tonight or tomorrow before another Grand Event video comes out tomorrow. Well, comes out Monday or Tuesday. We're going back to football again because I'm off work at the moment until next week. Been busy a couple of days, but you know we're back now. Missed the streams earlier, but you have to speculate to accumulate, as I say. Freddie Woodman then gets the ball inside his box, safely in his hands. Guay sees that through to him. Well, this could prove to be a very good game. Woodman taking his time with this one. What does everyone think is going to happen then in the Championship playoff final and this game? Lumped forward by Woodman, headed back by Barnsley. Looking for Morris, who doesn't realise it was aimed at him, so lets it run straight to the Swansea centre-back. Mowat tries to get it clear, can't. Routledge will chase, but it's going straight back to Barnsley's keeper, Collins. He will take it in his hands across the box. What's he going to do with it? Probably not much. Darryl Dyke being shown on the bench. And you know what? We'll turn this up a little bit. It's nice to have some background sound, actually. Back to Collins again. Sub to Blake O'Neill, says Gary. Please do subscribe to me. It means a lot, everyone. Please, 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 please. Here we go. Please listen to him. Please keep subscribing. Right. Adebayo gets the ball, and it's going to be cleared away by Swansea. Out for a Barnsley throw-in down the right-hand side. The poor boys throwing the ball on the pitch even though they don't need one. Questionable. Right, Britton will take this throw-in. What's he going to do with it? Throws it to Woodrow. Plays a 1-2 with Woodrow. Britton then comes down the right-hand side. Where's he going to go? Inside, looking for Morris. Class turn by Morris. I think it was more of a pass. Nothing on the end of it, though. Let's open these up. I'm hungry. Woodman kicks it long.
Some heroics in the first leg. And he denied Callum Britton at the end of his clearance. Most crucial save of the night.
Well, nearly 4 minutes gone already. Not much really happening. Another throw into Barnsley, the right back area with Britton. Down the line it goes. Attempted flick on by Adebayo, blocked out for a throw in again down the right hand side, which Britton will now run up and come and take this one.
Brilliant chance in the first leg against Bournemouth. Played really well in the second leg and redeemed himself to Callum Britton. Can he get forward from wing back? Can he? I better look this time around if a chance comes his way.
Barnsley probably started the better side actually today.
Who was fouled by Fulton. Where Swansea need to be really strong. Are they going to keep a high line, keep Barnsley out of their penalty area? All the centre halves come up and.
So it's potentially to be a very good game. Mowat will take this free kick then.
Freddie Woodman. They have a high starting position as well when he's trying to help out his defenders.
Barnsley got the second most goals from free kicks or corners this season, or penalties, I think set pieces counts as. This free kick is deep in towards Woodrow, headed away. Woodman will claim it. Offside against Woodrow.
The offside flag is going to go up, but you've got to make sure as a defensive line you stay together, that no one drops too deep place on those Barnsley attackers.
A lot of throw-ins. 1-1 on the first leg. Huh? This is the second leg, mate.
Too far from here in the days when the playoff final was being played in Cardiff. Skaney, who was shining like a beacon on Monday night. His performance.
Woodman already started this game quite well.
And again for Swansea, as in the first leg, Matt Grimes just dropping really.
8 years to the day as well since Lee Rigby passed away.
Centre half really helps out defensively.
Well, sad attention that was.
To go and attack the ball, and he could be there. Spared the ball drops. It's a position he's played a few times. Swansea shirt. Here is Routledge.
Routledge brings down the left. Blocked by Anderson. That should clear Barnsley throwing.
Encouragement, something we've all really missed. Barnsley felt it was their throw-in. We saw Hellick protest, and it is now.
So I'm blind, no pun. That's fine, mate. Darren's checked on the bench. Yes, he is number 11. So if you are watching the game and you see number 11 come on, that is Connor Chaplin. What a man. Done so well in his career. But apparently not good enough for League One. Low then, down the left wing. Here is Jamalo. He's going to win a free kick, is he? Yep, pushed over. That will be a free kick for Swansea. Yeah, soft one to give away by Toby Civic there on Jamalo. Horahan will take left-footed.
To real trouble. Two centre backs at the back of the queue. Bango might have a free run here.
Whipped in. Punched away by Collins.
This is Grimes.
Back in by Grimes. Caught again by Collins, and he should get this away quite easily. Interesting number, actually. He's number 40. He's their first choice keeper.
Good shout, clean catch. There's Cabango. You will no doubt have noticed if you haven't seen them already. Barnsley don't tend to play out from the back. Basically, they don't want to take any risks in unnecessary areas. They play from back to front quite quickly, don't they? Rapid. Not too much subtlety.
What a job Ismail's done at Barnsley, though. Kept them up last season, and then this season they've gone an absolute resurgence and finished 5th. Mental.
Your strength to be effective, and Barnsley have gone from 21st last season to making the playoffs. So how they're playing works for them. If it wasn't for the extraordinary events at Wigan that resulted in their points deduction, Barnsley would not even have been in this division this season. They had a job to do at the end of the last campaign. They did
As a mental thing, I don't know if anyone heard that. But if it wasn't for a points deduction given against Wigan, Barnsley would be in League One this season. But instead they're in the Championship and doing very well. Here comes Lowe. Inside. Cut out. Is it? Yep, he runs into Routledge. Styles, what's he going to do with it on the left-hand side? He's going to try and get it away. Only gives away a throw-in. That was a good chance there. It's a very good chance there for Swansea. Lowe comes down the left, cuts it in around Civic. I think Anderson is the man that comes across to try and get it. Or it was Heelick, it was one of them. He does stop him. That's very nearly cut out again. Grimes got the ball down the right-hand side off of Styles passes it back. Bit of fighting going on. It will be a Barnsley throw in on the left-hand side. 11 minutes played then.
Team selection, absolutely right. We wondered why Connor Roberts wasn't playing. He went for Kyle Norton's experience. That worked out brilliantly. I think he appreciates, even though they're at home this evening, they know again it's going to be a real physical battle. They have to roll your sleeves up and win that battle to eventually make it to Wembley. Attaboy Ajo. Played by Kyle Norton.
It's quite a poor standard of football today, actually. Both sides happy to lump it forward and see what happens.
Morris. Styles. Pigeonhole Barnsley is up and up to the team, but some stylish.
It's going to be a scrappy game today, I think, though.
Really is. Remarkable feat.
Collins gets it away.
Really.
Flicked on by Barnsley. Then Swansea defender falls over his own feet and wins a free kick.
Entirely sure. And that's what Barnsley players are saying to the referee, that actually it was the two Swansea players that collided here, and Woodrow didn't do it. I think he did. I think he actually clipped the centre half, but not much it at all. Actually, look at that one. That centre back takes a tackle in. Nice. Championship. No way fans to shout. He's behind.
Adebayo back to Mower.
Respect.
Mower forward, back to Morris. Where's Morris going to do with it? Goes through Ayu, get it clear.
Andy with your increased media profile. An ugly sister, maybe? Definitely. You're in danger of getting typecast. You've not even been in it yet.
Barnsley controlling a lot of the ball in this current stage. Say that, Woodrow kicked it out for a throw-in. That wasn't quite the idea. I apologise for any network troubles as well as happening again. Once again, there's nothing I can do about it. It is just potluck as to how well the Wi-Fi works on certain days. Surprisingly works better when Daddy's here. Don't know how or why, but it does. Quite funny that, actually. It's always better with fans, isn't it, everyone? You can just hear them go, hey, every time the ball comes near them. You know what? I think Swansea's defensively is too strong for Barnsley today. I think it'll end 0-0 or something. You know what? I probably said that we're about 14-1 or something. You know, I think it will be about. It'll probably be 0-0 at half time at least. Darren, because he pays for it.
Mistake there by Grimes. Not many of those to his former Leeds
Well,
team.
1 minute, Grimes. But because he pays for it.
He retrieved by Britain.
Darren, I don't mean to be rude. Because who pays for what? I'll be confused.
Notice Barnsley wearing black armbands today. They're mourning the loss of a legend, Eric Winstanley, who died this week, aged 76, an outstanding centre half with an eye for goal. He made 461 appearances for the club and represented England at youth level, and was a key member of the coaching staff when Barnsley were promoted to the Premier League 24 years ago. He will be sorely missed.
The Wi-Fi. Yeah. I don't actually pay for it. Neither his dad. Because I don't live with Dad, do I? So yeah, my mum's the one that pays for this Wi-Fi. If it was Dad, I'm sure he'd get the best one. It's like a game of tennis at the minute. Hurahan is holding his head on the floor. I think apparently Civic clattered him, but I didn't see it. That's what. Oh yeah, Civic's just come through the back of him when they've gone up for a header.
Certainly not proved to be a friendly occasion against this old club. He is a legend himself at Oakwell, and the affection goes both ways. He regards Barnsley as the club that truly put him on the map. To a terrific time at Aston Villa, which will still continue, I'm sure. Taking the opportunity to get some real match miles on the clock this season. He's had a good career, he's had a huge effect coming to Swansea.
Yeah, that's mental. Again, I don't know if anyone can hear that. But Hurahan's on loan from Villa, and he's good enough for Villa. He just wanted game minutes this season. He's so good. I'm sure if Swansea make it out, they'll try and buy him.
Winning and the losing feeling in a final with Aston Villa at this level. So
what's the final score? Any guesses? I've gone for a 1-1.
League One 5 years ago.
I think Barnsley will have enough to kind of match it, but I don't think they're going to go through. And if they do win in the game, in like 90 minutes, 1-0 or something, if it is 1-0 at the end, I think Swansea will do it on penalties or something. I just don't think Barnsley will manage to get through. I want Barnsley to get through because their story is mental. But I still don't think they will. Look at Barkley. How should we get in the game at Villa? Got some good players. Oh, yeah, of course, Darren, they have. Villa have got some mental players in midfield, and even they played Jack Grealish in there as well, don't they? So not many players going to get past him. Then you've got Douglas Luiz. They've got a few. So I don't blame her having gone alone. Lowe brings it under left through to Ayew. Who's going to get there first? Ayew or Collins? Collins gets there first, fills it, but Ayew continued his run so couldn't see it. Good chance it's gone taken for Swansea there. But yeah, I don't blame her having gone alone, but I think if Swansea make it up, they'll buy him. Because I don't know if anyone, but it's the most lucrative game in football, the Championship Player Final. So, Championship Player Final, you get 170 million for winning it, and then you obviously get all your royalties for being in the Premier League, which is ridiculous amounts of money. Hi Blake, I'm absolutely gutted. How you doing? Yeah, I bet you are, Nathan. I'm good, mate, thanks. Glad to see you in League One for another year. As much as I did want you to kind of do it for you and the other Sunderland fans that have subscribed, I love going Sunderland away, so I can't say I'm unhappy about you messing it up, can I? But I mean, it's unlucky from you. Guru, but everyone says Swansea favourites to win. Yeah, they are favourites to win, but I just wouldn't write Barnsley off. You can be favourites all they want, but I don't think they'll be easy. John McGinn says, Darren. Yes, John McGinn is another one. Centre mid. Up the Tykes tonight. Up the Tykes, his name. James Rodriguez. Up the Toffees. But for up the Tykes instead. Blackpool win the League One playoff. Do it is just with their spirit, which is very high, especially at the minute. So equally, I wouldn't write Lincoln off, but I still think Blackpool will do it. The possession in the last 10 minutes was 71% in Swansea's favour. Mental. Where's that gone? Fulton's cleared it, but I don't know where he's cleared it to. It's going to be a throw-in, or... Okay, it's going to be a throw-in, I believe. I think it'll be a long throw-in. Callum Britton as well.
In particular, a man to keep an eye on his goal-scoring record.
It is a long throw into the box. Cleared away. It should be a Barnsley corner here. It will be.
Coming over to take this corner, so capable from set play.
70 minutes left to play then. Mowat will take this corner left-footed in swinging. Everyone's around the keeper.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mowat, of course, Barnsley's captain.
The goalkeeper there, he's got a real...
There are 3 Barnsley players and 4 Swansea players within a metre of the goalkeeper. Because is this season Swansea dominate all 3 matches between Swansea versus Barnsley? I think that's why Swansea favourite. Yes, exactly, Guru. Exactly. Swansea have won all 3. Right, Moa takes it left-footed. It's along the floor. Oh, what a chance for Britain. He's just completely missed the ball, and Routledge comes around it down the right. Smacks it down the line. Low to chase. Will Lowe get there? He will. Is he going to keep it on? He does. This is great from Jamalo. One-on-one here. What can he do with it? Oh, he's cut out. I don't know who's cut him out there. But Lowe just had Civic to beat, but couldn't even get to Civic. What a challenge from Lowe there, though. It's given us a free kick now. But it was a good challenge. I think Palmer, it was, that managed to track back and tackle him in the end. Oh, yeah, so Lowe managed to tackle Palmer, and then Palmer came back in and tackled Lowe. And then Lowe fouled Palmer from a tackle from behind. He did win the ball, but not well enough.
On the books of Manchester City these days at any level, which he was. Sure that he stays disciplined. He can go a long way. Offside.
Whipped in, offside though. It'll be a Swansea free kick in their own box. It's been a good game so far, actually, in the opening 22 minutes. But how's everyone doing, though, on this poor weathered Saturday? Dull. On this dull Saturday, how is everyone? I hope you're all alright. Other than Sunderland fans who obviously can't be alright. Looking through Twitter. Cooked clear, kicked clear by Woodman. Britain jumps highest. Mowat will then fight for it, wins it back to Britain, but it's deflected off of Mowat, and Horahan comes forward. That's the left for Routledge. What can he do with it? Comes back onto his right foot. Looks to pass it back to the left back. It's cut out and it will be a throw in. Pass back to Woodman. What a keeper he is, by the way. Freddie Woodman. I think he's on loan from West Brom or Newcastle. Newcastle. Yes, Atletico going to the Champions of Spain. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. What a season it's been for them. Real Madrid slipped up on the final day, but it didn't matter anyway. I think Atletico Madrid won in the end, didn't they? Yes, 2-1. Real Madrid did get a win in the end. With 2 goals in the last 3 minutes. But that wasn't enough. As Atletico Madrid have won as well. Sevilla still have a game to play against Granada. Oh, so did there's a few teams that still have a game to play, actually. What are you watching the match on? Sky Sports main event. That's what I'm watching it on. I'm going to say this now in case anyone doesn't know. If you don't have Sky Sports already and you want to watch this match, you can get it for a £10 day pass. You have access to all of Sky for Sky Sports for 1 day for a tenner. £10 will get you Sky Sports. Oh, if there's any Sunderland fans here, I didn't know this. I didn't see Tom Hopper's goal, but he pulled out the Alan Shearer celebration after he scored it. So he went like that. So you know this kind of when he does his hand and he goes, yeah, and he kind of runs down the pitch. Mental. He's done the Alan Shearer celebration at the Stadium of Light. Wow.
A few to choose from there, I think. John Brooks, the referee. Swansea team have some good defenders, but there's also attackers that will come back and help out. Jamal Lowe initially, and then Andre Ayew closing down here again. High up the pitch, not standing and watching. Routledge then he'll follow suit as well, and it's fouled. The Swansea attackers, getting back, helping the team out. It's Palmer. where they like
Not much going on actually.
Barnsley.
So Swansea throwing the right back to take.
Out. Quite that intense to do it.
Barnsley 1-0.
Perhaps
Good prediction.
caught between two stools because Swansea have already shown what they can do.
Adebayo
Getting in behind
tackled
that
and
line.
cleared. On the right hand side. What's Britain going to do with it? Whips it into the box. What a cross that is. Woodman though catches it well. Such a good goalkeeper.
Alan Britton, it's a really poor ball in. It's catching practice for Freddie Woodman. Got it.
He's too good. Woodman.
That's Hillick. Now Routledge. I was concentrating on trying to get back on side. Styles. Up towards Woodrow. Bidwell.
Bidwell gets it down the line. Looking for low, but Anderson gets it away.
There again.
Wow. It'll be a Barnsley throw-in at right back.
Ismail.
What manager Ismail is. He's evidently fuming.
Receiving it from the man who replaced him in the Barnsley ranks, Alex Mowat. That's to sum up the two players. Trying to light on in a moment. This is Ayew. Grimes losing out. This is Morris. Grimes keeping his eye on the ball. Initially he's caught on his heels and they lose possession, but just like Palmer earlier, he sprints back into a good position, stays on his feet, wins the ball back. Skagey under pressure. He felt he was fouled by Woodrow.
How's the game? It's all right. I mean, it's probably not as good as the first leg was. But then I don't think second legs ever really are until the last 15, 20 minutes. Because no one wants to throw it, unless it's 3 or 4-0 down. Like the Blackpool game, that was a good. I didn't get to watch it, but from what I've been told and seen, that opening 20 minutes, that was ridiculously good. But that's because Oxford were 3-0 down, whereas this is 1-0, it's tight. Barnsley won't throw everything forward until the last 20, 25 minutes. They won't need to, and Swansea will be happy to just kind of have the ball. So it'll probably be still quite cagey until 70th, maybe even 60th minute. Britain down the right wing. Gets back to Civic, tried to whip it in, away by Swansea, only as far as Palmer. Touches it badly, but out to Anderson. Anderson out now to the left back, Styles. Styles down the line, looking for Woodrow, but he can't get there. It's away again by Swansea. Styles into the box. Morris to Styles again, left foot, back to Morris. Will he hit it? Touches it too poorly. Can't get there, and Swansea win a free kick for a late challenge. Swansea have a very good defensive block. Darren, they do. Like even there, that was just literally a good touch and a shot, and he would have been in. But it was a slightly poor touch, and Swansea straight in on him. I think that was Guay that got there and destroyed him.
They win it back. It's a great opportunity, and that ball is played back to Morris. Just slightly away from me. That first touch is ball. It's great defending for Gertie. He's good in the air, Gertie, but he is lightning quick across the turf as well. And great example of it here.
That's the only reason I can't see there being many goals as well. Because Swansea's defence, especially, both defences are good, but even Swansea's defence in particular is just solid. Don't even think yet today anything has got even behind them.
He's brave, he's strong. We saw that in the first leg at Oakwell. Daryl DK hardly had a kick up against him. He is the complete young centre half.
Very good side, Swansea are. But then Barnsley, people will say, oh, they can't be that good. I know they got playoffs, but they just got playoffs. They were 21st last season, and they're 5th this season. as far as I'm aware, most of this squad was there last season anyway. Obviously, everyone has a couple of chances. I know Adebayo was, Mowat was, Helik was, Anderson I think was, he might not have been. Styles I'm pretty sure was, Woodrow definitely was, Dyke I don't think was. But the point is, a lot of their team, at least 50% of their team was there last season. And that means the manager's done well. Palmer, left footed into the box, will he get to it? No way, he's smashed it away. I'm from Indonesia. How are you, mate? How's Indonesia? Is it good? Indonesia's massive, isn't it? Into the box by Styles. Woodrow goes for it. Guay gets there. That will be a Barnsley throw-in deep inside. Swansea's half on the left wing.
Increasingly being played in Swansea territory. Arahan, Morris, Styles. Norton in the way.
Mowat back to Styles. What can he do with it? Styles down the wing, left-footed, over absolutely everyone. That's going to be out for another throw-in. They have Herbie Kane on loan as well. Yeah, they do. I don't think he's on loan, actually. I think they've got him permanently. Darren. Because I did a career with them on Football Manager, and he's there permanently. Whether they bought him before I got there, I don't know. Sure, look. We'll have a look at their squad then, Barnsley. And how long they've been at the club for. So the keeper then, Walton's their main keeper apparently. He's permanent, 23. And Collins, who's playing today, permanent, 24. Been there since 2019. Then you've got Helik, has been there since 2020. So he's new then. Didn't think he was, but he must be. Anderson has been there since 2019. And then Šibic has been there since 2020 as well. But he's on loan, actually. No, he's not. Mowat, we all know about him. He's been there since 2018. Callum Britton has been there since 2020. Herbie Kane is permanently there from 2020. So they've got some good players, actually. Go. Can they do it?
Right, a wrestling match going on there. Adebayo and Bidwell. The assistant referee, he felt that Adebayo was doing the worst of it. Barnsley just starting to get the upper hand here, forcing Swansea back.
Quite an even game again today.
Really good opportunities for them yet. Freddie Woodman's been pretty well protected, but better from Barnsley. Might break for Mowat here.
Didn't even realise I haven't done a video since Andy did the release list last Sunday. Wow.
More difficult job than it needed to be. Swansea do have the free kick here, and as Anderson is going to face at least a cautionary word or two from referee John Brooks. A smiling assassin there, isn't he?
It's quite funny, actually. I've just read. So Anderson's just made a challenge, and the playoff badge has kind of fallen off of his arm, and underneath it is just championship. Because they obviously haven't just taken the old ones off; they printed on just printed on the new ones over the top of it.
Anderson, the former US Navy SEAL, with his personal revival, David Goggins, who
Oh, the Wi-Fi is really bad.
videos that help him push himself further physically and gain great strength mentally. It's been a fantastic season. Almost an ever present.
Right, I think it's back to normal now. Yeah. Let's hope the Wi-Fi actually holds out today, because it hasn't been recently. and that's not good. Starts take another throw down the left, down the line.
Again, there with Mowat. Horahan has been in the wars a little.
Horahan and Mowat collide. Horahan coming off worse. I don't think it's going to be a foul. It's just kind of one of those. They both jumped, and Horahan's come off worse.
Slightly late there by Mowat as he steps in to try and win that ball. Another painful one for Horahan. Well, good battle. It won't always be like that. There is a great deal more of the cultured side in those two players. Mowat was asked to compare the two of them in the pre-match press conference before the first leg. He said, "Yeah, we're both left-footed and not very quick." With tongue firmly.
Don't know if anyone can hear that, but that is my phone turning off and on charge.
Outstanding practitioners of the central midfield role in the division. It's last game for the club. Possibly Horahan's too, of course, with him being on loan, depending on the outcome today. Looking to impose himself. Tough against Selic, and he'll get the free kick at the end of it.
It's livening up a bit now with 8 minutes left this first half to go. Routledge and Heelett coming down the left-hand side, both just fighting with each other. So it'll be a Swansea free kick down the left wing. Yeah, but Scooby-Doo, what's going on with the Wi-Fi at the moment, because it's literally right next to me here. So there shouldn't be any problems with it, but evidently there is. DJ's Barnsley. Right, Horahan whips in left-footed. Punched by Collins. Where's it going to go? Grimes gets it into the box. Left-footed! 1-0. What a hit, son. What a hit. What a goal from Matt Grimes. I didn't even think that'd go in. Whew. Stop it, my son. Jesus. I will explain what the goal was like in a second. But the captain of Swansea City has just smashed one in. Horahan whips it in left-footed. It's punched away by Collins. Grimes, I don't even know who gets a hit on that. I think it's Fulton. Grimes goes past Britton with a fake shot and then arrows one left-footed across goal into the top corner. What a goal. Whew. And what minute was that in then? I think it was the 38th. What a goal. Stop it. That was ridiculous. If anyone says otherwise, you're wrong, because that goal was very good.
On aggregate, they lead.
It is now 2-0 on aggregate. Wow. Who saw that one coming then? Any news on who wants Curtis yet? Apparently Blackburn do. But I don't know apart from them. What a goal that. I'm sorry if you didn't see that. What a goal. If you haven't seen it, try and see it. The way he just goes, well, hey, see you later, boom, top corner, and not the first half Barnsley wanted. That's 2-0 to Swansea. With 60 minutes, well, 50 minutes to go.
time and space anywhere near it. The reaction of his teammates tell you everything. They know they've just seen one of the goals of the season. Career high in more ways than one.
Wow.
Only stay that way if there isn't a...
Jamal, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in. Yeah, well, he didn't score, but Katie loved the guy. He's a good guy as well, isn't he? He's a class player. He's a better guy. Katie, just because you mentioned him.
There has to be an even greater level of urgency now from the away side. Yeah, the goal is stunning, but I think defensively,
Look at him.
Swansea got everything right.
What a man.
Barnsley outside of their penalty area. Barnsley have had plenty of the ball. They tried to get the ball into the box, but Freddie Woodman
Put this over here.
has hardly had a save to make. He's been so well protected. So again, Steve Cooper's game plan collectively, Swansea getting it right, and then when you have
There we go.
individuals with the quality of
Jamal gets a spot on the back, especially today.
games for you.
Legend. Yeah. I don't know if you can see him, but he's over there.
Over this
There he is. There's Jamal. What a man. Signed by him as well, actually. Hurahan's whipping another free kick, left-footed, to the far post. Who's going to get there? Swansea do. Flick back across. I know it's not. It's hit his head to try and flick it back across. It'll be a corner. Sabri only got to open one season, went to Swansea for 800k. Yeah, that's financial though, isn't it? That was complete financial issues that you had. That's why you had to sell him. You can't hold on to your best assets when you're in trouble. Who was the other one? Was it Gelhart? He was at you, wasn't he? Before Leeds going in there. I think Gelhart left for a steal because of the financial stuff. Right, Hurahan to take the corner then. In swinging left-footed. Right in towards the keeper. Collins gets there, is pushed. But he gets it away and it's going to go all the way to Woodman. After Febby was insane. Yeah. I think Paul Cook's revolution there helped him especially. Jamal Lowe down the left wing. Class flick from him. But he flicks it out of play completely. A good run from him again. Jamal Lowe's having a good game. He is having a good game. Hurahan's probably been my man of the match at the moment. Been involved in everything. Grimes as well. Even I know he scored, which helps, but he's had a good game. Take a bow. See Swansea down though. If they could concede another one, but they'd still be fine. But it's 2-0 on aggregate, 1-0 on the day. Can anyone actually see Barnsley coming back now? Jamalo down the left, cuts in onto his right, passes it across to Fulton. Fulton knocks it back to Norton. Norton up to Fulton again. It does trickle out though, and it'll be a throw in to Barnsley in left back position. Bit of handbags kind of went on there, but they faded away very quickly. Would be a great story as though to be a PE teacher and could be a Prem player. Yeah, we got him from Hampton and Richmond Borough. The highest place he played at before us, KT, was Barnet. Barnet in League Two, I think he played for like a couple of games. I don't even know if they were in League Two at that point. But he played there for like 2 or 3 games. And then bounced around the non-leagues while being a PE teacher as well. And then we snapped him up for, I think, like 30k or something stupid. He's probably the only non-league signing we made that's been class. Hawkins was one who had a bit of an impact but was never anything good. Lowe was just different quality. Chaplin, who's up at Barnsley, came through our academy.
Collins showing his worth a moment ago. He's at the moment edging a very keen contest for the goalkeeper's jersey in Oakwell.
But yeah, I don't think there was really anyone else that went well.
He's been in charge of the second half of the season, Walton the first. Probably of Chelsea. It'll be so frustrating. There's very little to do.
2 minutes added on, 30 seconds into that now.
The Grimes shot. Or the Ayew shot in the first leg.
Well, 2 class goals from Swansea and one in each leg is the difference here, and they've both been
Yeah,
screamers.
whatever you say, yes, I'll do it.
Swansea throwing halfway into their own half on the left-hand side. That's a lot of share that a lot of players recently we have. Who've we done if we think about it? So Low,
Bayern Munich's side when they were at their most formidable.
so I'm trying to think here.
A brief spell with
There must have been a couple
Crystal
I've forgotten about.
It's actually a record by when he came over here,
Must be.
late 90s.
Naismith, Roberts. That's the Paul Cook effect, though, wasn't it? They were Paul Cook players, and then he signed them for you. Long by Swansea. It's going to be, Low, Naismith, Roberts, Jacobs. Yeah. Forgot about Jacobs. Yeah. Was it you first, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well in charge of the
He's looking like it's going to be 1-0 at half time. Woodman gets it back in his goal. 4 seconds left until 47 minutes. That is half time. Swansea lead 1-0 in the game, 2-0 on aggregate at half time.
Swansea lead 1-0 on the night, 2-0 on aggregate.
Barnsley just ran out of steam. Yeah, I think even in the latter parts of the season, they stopped getting the result. Beat Swansea. Class team, Swansea, yeah. Sorry, I was watching some music there on the TV. I'll turn that down now, as it is half time. Right, Dad has forgotten his headphones and he's gone out. So, this is always brilliant. It's been a good first half, though. Grimes getting the goal on 39 minutes was a ridiculous goal, actually. Some people will probably say, no, it was lucky. It wasn't bloody lucky. It was class. Let's play a bit of Football Manager at half time. Why not? Started a Rotherham career mode. You probably think I'm weird, but it was one of those relegation ones where you've got to keep Rotherham up. I did it, and I've decided I'm going to keep going. It's been a good first half. It could have been much better, but I don't know what people expected from this one. It was never going to be the good game. The one earlier was always going to be a good game. This one was always more likely to be a kind of, yeah, you done well, but we're going to be a bit more conservative. Come on, Swansea. Blake, good luck. If you're a Swansea fan, good luck, mate. If not, Swansea do have a good chance. Swansea playing well, 2-0 up on aggregate. 2 goals is what Barnsley needs for just extra time. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Stuck in my head now. I was on an advert. Been a good first half. Brilliant solo goal from Matt Grimes. It was headed away. He went straight back in and just smashed it into the top corner. That's better than the first goal in the first leg. So, well. Shared Viv and Omar Bogle, James Ward, Noel Hunt the last 3 years too, correct? We have as well. Do you want John Marquis? Do you want John Marquis? We'll take... never know who you've got at the minute. I would have said, what's his name? Gelhart, but he's gone. And actually, on this Football Manager career, I have Gelhart up front. On loan from Leeds. But you won't have been Callum Lang, I'll tell you that now. Oh, CEO, can you just what? Yep. Yeah, no, we have Callum Lang. They can have John Marquis and we'll give them some money. Yeah, he said it's fine. We'll be up in about half an hour. What a player he is. How old is he now, though? Can't be that old, can he? Just watching that Grimes goal again. Lang's 22. John Marquis has got pedigree. I mean, I'd happily do that swap. But I think we're looking at Colby Bishop at the moment. Do you know what? I think Marquis could actually do a job for you. I think he would. Just because I think he's under a lot of pressure with us. He wouldn't be with you. Let's continue playing this Football Manager at half-time, as we always seem to do in these streams. Just lost to Brighton 3-0 away, but I am Rotherham, so it's expected. Who do we have next? We have Blackburn. Now, where are we in the league? Should we check this? We're 6th in the league after 4 games. Finished 19th last season. Obviously, I came in when they were bottom, so that's not too bad. But Brighton are in the Championship. Don't ask me how, but they are. They're showing Mark Guay at the minute. What a game he's had. Unit. Tank. 3 words I'm using to describe him, because he's been ridiculous. Class player. We're just beating Blackburn at home. Puts us 3rd. What's going on? I'm too good at Football Manager. Lang got 9 for us since coming back off loan. Where was he on loan, Katie? Where was he on loan? Was he League 2 or League 1? Or the kind of previews and I look in depth at you. But other than that, I don't really have it. Pompey as well. Where are they in the league? 23rd. Oh. Then we're to move there. Nah, we'll stay at Rotherham. More ads. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Can we hit 200? 825 by the end of today. That'd be big for me. There will be more videos coming up, and I can promise you of that, because there's 2 literally being edited, ready for the next couple of days, plus another one being recorded tomorrow, which is another ground hopping. There's plenty coming up, plenty to subscribe for. So please, if you haven't already, it's quick, it's free, it's easy. Just go down below and click the button. Motherwell. Oh, he was, wasn't he? Yes. Yes, my granddad's from Motherwell, so I keep up with their scores a bit, actually. Yeah, good player. Sorry, we've just won again. What's just going on? I'm simming all these games and we're beating everyone. Rotherham are beating everyone. And Paul Warren, who I replaced at Rotherham, has joined Hull and been sacked. Brilliant. Well, I'm taking Rotherham to the Premier League. So anyway, the Sun have said Harry Kane has turned us down. Thought we had a chance. Oh, we've gone in for him today apparently with a bit of a pack of Walker's salt and vinegar crisps and a pint of Guinness. Apparently that is seeming like it's going to be good enough. So if you don't know what I'm referencing there, someone asked Sean Dyche, I think 2 days ago or something, that who is it? I think Spurs were in for Nick Pope, and he went, if they offer me a pint of something and a pack of Walker's crisps, then I might have my head turned. Obviously, being a joker, he's quite a funny man actually, Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is quite funny, isn't he? So sell Carl Vassell. He's not good enough. Who should I sell Carl Vassell to? Freddie Ladapo wants to stay. Why? I've just transferred listed Carl Vassell. He's got injured for 2 months. But we will be looking as well to stream on Twitch soon. Half term's coming up. I've got a lot of work to do during half term, but it's not looking like I'll have as much as I thought I would. Obviously, my 2 shifts for this weekend are done, so quite easy as well actually. Salad bar at my job today. I don't know if anyone wants to see it as well, but we'll do a live Pompey cast at some point. But see, I don't know what to do. Whether we start a new podcast as well as that one, because we want to get this uploaded to Spotify and stuff in the future as well, if anyone wondered. But I'm looking at starting up a proper podcast. We record it, get it out on Spotify and Apple Music. You need to work out how to do that first, but we'll get that sorted. But I don't know if anyone wants to see it, do let me know in the comments. But not just doing like the Pompey cast, but also doing an all things football podcast where we talk about everything. Because that's what the Pompey cast used to be. But that was when Pompey wasn't there. There was no Pompey to talk about. Whereas now there is. So I don't know whether if there's actually kind of demand. Sorry, just moving that. If there's demand for us to do both, I am more than happy to do both. If there's not, we'll just keep it to one. But do let me know. Still Marcus Latner at Harrison as well. Yeah, obviously Kenny Jackett going to Leyton Orient. I don't know if anyone's seen this. Kenny Jackett in his interview went, I'm looking to play fast attacking high press football. So in other words, I'm looking to punt it up the pitch and lie. That's what he did to us. Katie, our chairman said on Twitter we're crying about him, seeing as we've won trophies more recently than Spurs. You have, yeah. Yeah. And as well as that, the Leyton Orient thing for Darren there. Sad events happened in the past with them, didn't they? With what was his name again? Their manager. Is it Justin Edinburgh? I think was his name. Class manager, class player as well. Played for Pompey. Tragically lost his life, didn't he? So many people tragically losing their lives in the world of football, and it happens every year. You know, this year Pompey have lost some absolute legends. But the second half is going to start soon. don't want to stay on dark notes, but we're going to actually change this so now we can put that in the brackets because I didn't actually have that on. So we're going to put the aggregate score in the brackets. Because I've just realised you may not actually know. Right, Gelhardt scored 15 goals this season, mate. I'll be happy. Oh, we got Oldham, have we? Gelhardt should score 15 then. Who do we get in team of the week? Bar Laser, player. Half begins. Oh, right. So of all times, this Muppet decides to come in just as the second half's beginning.
Sorry, mate. We had to go to the drive-through in KFC. Couldn't get in. Big queue.
Thoughts on that first half?
Well, I didn't actually watch it, mate. So I only watched the first 10 minutes.
I'm guessing you haven't seen Grimes' wonder goal then.
No, I haven't, mate. To be fair, but for me, the tie's all over now. The ties. Swansea 1-0 up, 2-0 up on aggregate. Barnsley won't come back from that. Swansea are too good.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Gelhardt did score. Sorry, I'm playing Football Manager.
Yeah.
At the same time, Dad. But yeah, right, it's headed away, and Grimes has kind of dummied the defender who's run past him, and then fired the most sublime goal. He sent it into the top left stanchion.
Yeah, I'll look at
keeper
that in a
just
minute,
stood
mate.
there and gone, bollocks. He's got, oh dear, 1-0. No stopping that. Dad, so who's going up? Because it's about to kick off again, but you can stay. Who's
I can't
going
stay
up?
for that long, mate. I've got my dinner.
Of course you have.
I think Brentford.
Darren laughed at you. He said KFC. KFC.
KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, really healthy diet this week. I've had KFC 3 times, Chinese once, McDonald's this week.
Can we do the football chant, everyone? Join me in the comments. You fat bastard. You fat bastard. You fat.
It's been a poor diet this week. Several visits to the pub. Blake's been with me twice. We've been to the pub.
And Fratton Park.
And Fratton Park. We will be going to. Have you told them about tomorrow, Blake?
I have, indeed. Of course I have.
Yeah.
Down at Portchester.
We're going to get soaked tomorrow. So
we're going to go meet David Norris and the lads.
How are we getting there, Blake?
Walking.
No, really?
God knows. Barnsley coming forward here. Styles. Wah! Afternoon. That's one way to announce yourself.
Someone scored?
No. Ayu was. No, it wasn't Ayu. Who was it? Styles was trying to get through, and Swansea centre back has just gone. Styles is pretty much flipped. Darren said, "Who ate all the pies?" He did. On camera there. Yeah. Where is he? That way. He did. Anyway, Dad, I'll get you back in at full time. Enjoy your KFC.
Yep. I'll be there, mate.
Right, of course. Dad does need to walk off his KFC again. You're not wrong. Katie, doubt Barnsley can repeat this season for they can lose a lot of players. I think they will as well. Healy will probably go. Whether that's to another championship club, well, you never know with Barnsley. They could. So a lot of playoff teams, like Bournemouth will as well, they failed. So they'll now go, right, keep our players, sell the ones we don't need, build. I don't think Barnsley have the stature of club to do that. If a club like, say, Bournemouth comes in and goes, we want Healy, we'll give you 2 million. They're not going to turn it down. Don't want to dampen your spirits, but you haven't gained us out this stream. Mate, it's fine. I didn't expect to, actually, because I haven't uploaded all week properly. If we can gain 1, it'll be something. But we've gained 5 since yesterday. I was on 818 yesterday, and we're now on 823. So I just count it over the course of a week. If we got up at 25, it's lovely. Mowat could leave. Yeah, Mowat could leave. Mowat's been there for 2 years now, and he's not really... He's been good, but not as good as I would have hoped he'd be. 825 in 30 seconds. I'm calling it. Get your mates in. Get your mates to subscribe. Come on, that'd mean a lot. Bournemouth got more money and a Paul and Prem money too. That's what I mean, Katie. Even if it's not Bournemouth and it's like a Sheffield United or who else is coming down, Fulham, or someone comes in and they want one of your players. I think it's for Swansea. It's different. Swansea are a club that's looking to be around the top half. Barnsley are happy to be in the Championship. And I know they'll be thinking after this season, okay, we've missed out, we go again. Them going again is we'll stay up again. And I don't mean to sound harsh towards Barnsley, but if this was, say, Sunderland in a playoff semi-final, they'd be able to keep their players simply because of the size of their club. If this was Pompey, we'd be able to keep some of them. Not as many, but we'd be able to keep some of them. But Barnsley don't have that size of club. Damn it, I was wrong. It's all right. Share it to your friends, everyone. Share the channel around. We'll try and get some more. Hello, Blake. Hi, Evan, mate. How you doing? Guessing you're not doing very well. But it is what it is, mate. As a Pompey fan and a Sunderland fan, we learn to cope with it, don't we? However old you are, mate, you've got a lot of it coming. Here comes Barnsley with Morris, and he's blazed it over, but there's been a foul, I think, anyway, by Daryl Dyke. Both of them are laughing, so I don't think it was a foul, but then they do that anyway. We'll check. Have watch. Dyke goes in with Guay. Guay wins their header. They both jump. Guay falls over. It's never a foul. Barnsley only set up because of us. Exactly, Katie. They're only in this division because you got stiff. These weren't the best choice of sweets for a stream, were they? They take ages to chew. Yeah, they only stayed up because you got stiffed, and Sheffield Wednesday only went down because they got stiffed. What I don't get is why Sheffield Wednesday's punishment was dealt this year with their 12-point deduction or 6-point deduction, but Wigan's was done last year when the two crimes, so to speak, were committed in the exact same period of time. Oh, who's down here for Swansea? Someone is. Don't know who it is. It's forward. Oh, ref. Well done. Guay jumps to win the header that goes on top of Dyke, I think that was. Evan, no, I'm awful, mate, but I've got to move on and forget about it. Yeah, mate, you have. And I am going to say this, Evan. If your mental health is suffering or you're feeling down, do just chuck me a message. I'm always up for a chat if it's going to make you feel better. I'm used to it as a Pompey fan now, 16 years of being one. You do get used to it. But just chuck me a message on Instagram, mate. I think you follow me on there anyway, don't you? If you're not feeling great, chuck me a message. We can have a chat, can't we? You know, Nathan's chatted with me already. He's not feeling down. We just said Evan again. I know it's difficult to take, mate, but in a couple of days, like after that acting, I didn't want to do anything. That video I made, I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to go out my house for the next week. I didn't want to do anything. Like the whole week after it, I literally just means nothing to me anymore. But you have to get yourself motivated again, and it is hard. But you'll be fine. Next season you go again. So do we. Who has the best fans in England? Right, I'm going to exclude us because I think we're up there, but I'm going to exclude us. I'm going to list about 5. They are in terms of noise, but you know you can't doubt the fact they take loads. Newcastle as well are up there. They're noisy. Sheffield Wednesday have good away fans as well. We'll be seeing that next year. Charlton as well. They've got some good ones. Who else? They're a bit overrated, but they are good. But yeah, admin is instant punishment, even though Sheffield Wednesday's crime was a year prior. Exactly. Yeah, I know it's instant punishment for administration, which you went into it and you got 12 points deducted because your owner put you into it because of some betting stuff in Indonesia or something like that. But Sheffield Wednesday committed a crime a year earlier and got punished for it ages away. But anyway, Darren says, do not be ashamed if you have problems, talk about it. People are here to listen. Darren, I'm going to put that on screen. Exactly. You may think, oh, Blake doesn't want to speak to me. He just does this YouTube. No, mate, of course I do. I want to speak to anyone I can. If it's going to help you, message me. And I mean that. Even if I don't respond in the first half hour, that means I'm not on my phone. If I'm on Instagram and you message me, I will respond. No matter who you are, who you support, where you're from, whether you hate Pompey, hate me, anything. If you want to chuck me a message because you're feeling low or because you want someone to talk to, do it. By all means, just talk to me. I have a laugh and a joke with everyone. You know, Nathan, I hated Sunderland a year ago. I know I'm sat here laughing and joking with Sunderland fans. They take the mick out of me, I take the mick out of them, and we get along. And I think that helps a lot of people. It helped me when Pompey messed it up a few times. I didn't want to do anything. just chatting to people again, going to college, you know, just talking to people that I knew, even if I didn't know them. Just letting your feelings out helps you massively. Just, especially with football. Especially with football. I know people will say, oh, football is silly. As Bill Shankly once said, football isn't a matter of life and death. It's more important than that. And that is why a lot of people feel, because, you know, my mum does it, my nan does it. They go, oh, it's only a game of football, it's only a game. It's not. And I know that. I know it's not only a game. It takes me years to get over losses. But you have to get over them, and talking to people is what helps. So again, if you are feeling down, even if it's not about football, if it's about you've had a tough week at school, we've had a tough week doing whatever, something's happened in your family, let it out on me, talk to me. Even if it means you send me a message or you scream, just let everything out and then you feel better, I promise you, you will. I've dealt with it many a time. I've had to speak to Dad about it, you know. If I've got a problem, I go to Dad and I go, right, Dad, this has happened. I ain't feeling great. And the times I don't speak to anyone, the times I feel worse. You can tell that because I don't upload. You can tell I'm not feeling great when I don't upload for a good week, 2 weeks. I don't feel motivated. I don't get bothered. But then as soon as I speak to someone and they go, Blake, you know, these people want to see your videos. They love you, mate. Keep your head up. It happened. And then I'm like, yeah, it does. So, Katie, football can give you amazing memories or highs, but it can also bring you down a week or months. Exactly. Football's like that. What's football like? I hate to say this. Football's like a marriage, isn't it? Football is like a marriage. You have your good moments with whoever you're married to, and you have your arguments. But at the end of the day, you're always going to come back, and you're always going to sit down and go again, and you always try again. It is like a marriage. You're married to the game, and you could have a fight, and within a week, you're back to normal again. But by the time the next meal comes around, you're fine. By the next time the game comes around, you're fine, and that's the important thing, isn't it? So many people have so loads of different experiences to help people. Exactly, Darren. Everyone's in a different boat in football. No one really is in the same boat as each other. Unless you're, even if like there's 2 Sunderland fans today, both feeling down, you'll be in different situations. You'll have different feelings. Yes, you'll both have the overriding feeling of, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling kind of depressed. But there's little things that are different. And if you combine them and chat about it, it helps you so much. It does. Routledge has gone off injured, by the way, after that chat we've all just had. But Routledge has gone off injured. Connor Roberts has come on in his place. He's gone off on a stretcher. He walked over to the stretcher, though. It's quite funny. So he's walked off to the stretcher and they've stretchered him round. Fair enough. Hello. But yeah, I get down quite a lot. I don't feel great. But have a laugh and a joke with someone, then it's fine. Being a football fan is a lifelong thing. It is, Kay. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. But then it gives you these moments where you're like, I love this game. It's the best thing ever. And then the next week you lose 4-0 and you're like, I don't want to live anymore. I remember, I think it was Christmas time. Was it 2019? Yeah, it must have been. So Pompey lost 4-1 to Accrington. And we just went, no, we're done. I can't bother for this season. 2 weeks later, we thought we were going to win the league. We beat Wickham and Rotherham. Football does this to you. Even if you win the league, so whole of the season, they've won the league. We beat them. And we beat them well away. And everyone went, oh, actually, they might not go up. And then they went on a run. It happens. And people don't realise this. And that's what annoys me. Who have we got in the Carabao Cup? Leighton Orient. We're having a good draw here. But that's what annoys me is the people that don't support football and don't like football and don't watch football. They just don't get it. And that's why I always say to people that ask me what I do if I'm down. And if I'm down about football anyway. Don't ever, if you're down about football, message someone that doesn't like football. If someone doesn't like football, they're not going to be able to tell you how to cope with it. Believe me. And I think Katie and Darren will agree with me here. If you're having problems with football and you're like, the game's not going your way and you need someone to talk to about it, don't message someone that doesn't know anything about football, what's happened in that game, or how you should, because, you know, say Evan, who we were talking about at the start, he's feeling down about his football. Say your mum hates football, she doesn't like it, or she just doesn't know about it. Up to your mum and you say, "All right, mum, I'm feeling down about football. Can we talk about it?" "Yeah, well, this happened in the game." "Right, it's only a game." What are you going to be thinking then? Nothing. Apologise. If you're going to speak to your dad, who's watched the game with you, he's been there, and you're both feeling down, and you watch and you talk about it together about the game. So I do it with my dad. When Pompey lose, I go back to my dad and we chat about it, and then we have a laugh and a joke about how bad we are. And then within a week, we're back supporting the Blues again. It took a while, but I'm fine now. That's the important thing. But just everyone remember, my DMs are always open. Everyone, what my Instagram is. This isn't to make you follow me or anything, but my Instagram is Blake_O'Neill YT. So if you need to message someone, message me. Just chuck me a message on there. Even if you don't follow me, just chuck me a message, and it will come through at some point. Always does. End of last season, start this season, tore my heart out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, the end of this season tore my heart out. Joe Gilhart's in the under-21 squad for England. Love that. On my game. But anyway, we'll talk about the football again. It's been 15 minutes of the second half. Nothing's really changed. Swansea's still the better team. But Barnsley are looking to be more attacking now. But that's obvious. That's expected, isn't it? Right, some people on Football Manager play for weird teams, don't they? Right, every dog has its day. In football, I'm 41 and seen loads of bad times, but I just get up stronger every time and find something in life that makes you happy. Exactly, Darren. And, you know, I'm still trying to find something that does this for me. But a good thing to do is try and find... Oh, here comes Lowe, sorry. Mower... Nah, he's cleared it. But it's kind of find something that you know will make you feel happier afterwards. So, or something you can do afterwards. Because for me, like, going on the Xbox after a loss is impossible. I don't feel any motivation to do it. But if you find something you know will cheer you up, like even I do it quite a lot where I just go and watch, Darren, my kids, exactly. So you've got your kids, when you know you've had a bad day, the football's gone well, you go and see your kids. Katie, my grandma just goes, you'll win next time. You see, that's what I mean. At least your grandma's kind of there for you and she supports you. But for me, like, what do I do after football? I sit there and watch comedy. Completely unrelated to football. I get away from football. So I get home from a loss, or I get home from a defeat, or I get home from a draw that I don't think's gone well. We mess something up. I come and sit in this room, and my iPad or laptop or whatever will be there, and I'll just whack on some comedy. Whether it's Jimmy Carr or something like that. I did it after the Accrington game. I just came home and watched Jimmy Carr for half an hour. And just having a laugh and a joke about that. Because he doesn't chat about football. You just need to get away from the football for a little bit. And I know it's hard to get away from football, but I go off social media for a bit. And I come back and watch some comedy. And then after about a day or two, I'll come back on social media. And I should be all right again. And if I'm not, then we try it again. But anyway. Still, this game's been quite slow, actually. "28 minutes left to play in this one. Did it? One thing all football fans can agree on is we're all bad when it goes to penalty. Mate, Darren, this is a story. I think I've said it on YouTube before, but you might not have heard it. When England played Colombia and we went to penalties, my dad walked out of the pub and crossed over the road. And I said, Dad, when I walked out the pub, I said, Dad, we've done it. And he ran across the road, then he got hit by a bus. And he jumped on me and went, no, we haven't. We're surely not. And I was like, yeah, we've won on penalties. And he went nuts. We were in the pub about 6 hours after that game, so like 2 in the morning or something stupid. Worst thing is in the coach home from a game, you can get it all out your system at home. You have no one to vent to. Yes, on the coach, yeah, that's a good way. Or on the supporters train or something like that when you're with people. Whereas at a home game, you just kind of go back to your house. And if you know anyone in your house is a football fan, like in my house, I have, well, when I'm not with my dad, I have my stepdad, my mum, and my two younger siblings. My siblings don't have a clue. My stepdad's an Arsenal fan, but he goes to Pompey, so he's not really one to vent on, is he? And then my mum it's just a game. Hang on, it's not. And that's going to be a corner for Barnsley here. But yeah, because I travel up, probably no one really knows this, but I go out with Westwood because it's cheaper and easier. And on the way home, we just listen to some songs and we kind of sing it off, and then we go again the next week. He is one of the most positive people I've ever met at Pompey. We love him or hate him. I know loads of people do hate him, but each to their own. He's such a good guy when it comes to trying to vent on someone. Whipped in by Barnsley here. It's headed to what a save. Morris headed it at the goal, saved by the keeper again. But yeah, you go out to Westwood after a game, and you'll say, "Oh, we've just been battered. We've been battered. Oh yeah, John, I can't believe it, mate. It's not going well, is it?" He'll go, "Mate, we've lost. Who cares? I know we all care, but what can you do about it? We're not the managers. We're not the players. Yes, we want them to do better, but if they don't, they don't, and you have to cope with it." We nearly didn't, especially at Pompey. We nearly didn't have a club, so just every day comes as it comes as the next one. And then John, we'll have a laugh and a joke with him, and he's fine. Johnny is amazing there, and he is, mate. He's a nice guy as well. People the problem with him is, I think the reason people don't necessarily like him a lot is because of the fact that he drinks at football and he gets a bit tipsy, and But if you like, a lot of you wouldn't have met him the way I have. I'm not saying I know him well, and I'm his best mate, but because we go up with him, he picks us up early in the morning and he leaves us late at night. He doesn't drive, obviously, but he's a down-to-earth guy, even when he is drinking. But people don't see it; they just see him in his gun with his belt. See, my mum is one who goes to games with me. Yeah, Katie, so she's the one you vent on then. Yeah, my mum does. I go with my dad or by myself. I think it's a fat park. Even if I do go by myself, I play the drum and then I go back to the pub with everyone. So that's where I vent everything. We go to the pub. That's the thing about pubs as well. You can go to the pub, even if we go to the pub, sit around the table and have a few drinks with your mates and just chat about something. That's what I do most of the time. That's why videos sometimes are late, because I just go to the pub and sit there for 3 hours and go, "Oh, it's 9 o'clock and I ain't done a video yet." Whoops. Barnsley are pegging Swansea for their own half here. What's going to happen? This is going to be another Callum Britton, a long throw into the box. Thing is, he looks 40, but he's 22. Callum Britton. There's another one of those who's got a weird age. Right, in from the right towards the box. Ayu's beaten Dyke for a header. Headed forward by Hurahan. Lowe picks it up. Lowe plays it down the left for Roberts. Only one defender to beat. Will he beat him? He checks back onto his right foot and plays it across to no one. Out to Britton for Barnsley here. Across to Mowat. What's Mowat going to do with it? Goes onto his left foot. Plays it across to Morris. Morris forward. Stars round to the left. He gets it 2 stars. What's he going to do? Across the box. Great ball. Hit. Blocked. Britton did come in at the back post and hit that. But blocked well. I think it was Guay again. I'm not sure. Britton has it down the right hand side. He whips it into the box. Deflected. Cleared away by Guay again. It'll be a throw in on the right hand side. Barnsley 2 goals get chapped on, mate. If he came on and scored 2, I genuinely would take everything off and run out into the garden. Without footballers, I wouldn't have had some of the best memories of a lifetime. Exactly, Casey. I wouldn't have gone to Wembley and seen us lift a trophy. I wouldn't have an FA Cup winners picture of my club. I wouldn't have that shirt there. I wouldn't have met some of my good friends. Mowat strikes one on the volley and it's out for a goal kick. I wouldn't have met some of my best friends without football. you know, Lewis, who comes on the channel, I met him at Accrington away. Coincidence, he lives around 15 minutes away from me, but I didn't know who he was before that. I think I'd seen him a couple of times, but didn't know who he was. We were on the coach to the game, and we kind of went, "How are you, mate?" And then, yeah. Darren, Newcombe Arms, home of Pompey Army. Darren, exactly, mate. I've been in there twice this week now. Yeah, class pub, mate. It's had a good. It's been done up recently as well. Looks a lot better than it did before. But yeah, Newcombe's a good pub. It's not like one of these for people that are upmarket and want to go get their gin and tonics and stuff, but it's a proper pub. That's what I like to call it, Darren. I think you'll agree with me, mate. Woodman with another class catch. 22 minutes left to go. Swansea, Barnsley need a goal every 11 minutes. Lowe chasing it left, gets there. Williams will chase him. Lowe looks to go around in Williams' box. It'll be a Swansea corner. What a player Jamal Lowe is. Just hope our fans don't have out with Barnes on Twitter after this. Why would they, Katie? Is there something going on there, or is there a rivalry maybe? Once again, I don't want to be stupid, but I don't know. Wigan and Barnsley aren't too far away from each other. I don't think there's a rivalry, is it? Right, whipped in by Roberts to the middle. I thought that was headed towards goal, then it wasn't. It's going to trickle out for a throw in to Swansea. Met some nice people in there. John Westwood, Paul Flannery, Colin Atcher, and some lovely Pompey fans. A blind man called Sean, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Darren, I met some good people in there as well. Did I meet John in there, or did I? I think I did meet John in there, actually, yeah. Bought me a drink. Sat down at his table, had a bacon sarnie. We don't really get on anymore after last season. Okay, I'm not surprised. No. Follow me on Twitter, BlackPFC. That's where you'll find me on Twitter. Most updates go on there for YouTube as well. Into the box by Swansea. What's going to happen here? On the turn, comes to nothing. Down the right wing with Williams. What's he going to do? Grimes slips. Williams continues. There's no one in his way down this right wing. Fulton is coming. Is ripped back to Woodrow. Woodrow hits it 2-1. Well, 1-1, 2-1 on aggregate. What a goal that is from Barnsley. Barnsley right back in this tie now. Woodrow with the goal. Forgot to edit that bit. What a hit, son. Two very good goals. Williams coming from inside his own half, down the right wing on a brilliant run, past everyone. He pulls it back to the edge of the box. Woodrow, first time, right-footed, smash. Cabango couldn't get there in time ahead of him, and Woodrow smashes it into that bottom corner. A proper striker's goal, that one. Barnsley right back in it. I find at the minute. I think that was a 70th minute goal. They've got the first one back. The mountain is slightly smaller now. Can they close that mountain to be just a small hill? And this is a stupid analogy of it, but can they make it a small hill? Woodrow is some player, isn't he? Oh, 2-1. Well, 1-1. What a goal this could be. What game, sorry, this Barnsley pulled this off. Fair play, though. What's the minute? It is the 71st. It's just it's about to go into the 73rd minute now. 2-1 on aggregate, 1-1 on the day. Barnsley are not going down without a fight here. Barnsley been the better side this half, but Swansea probably have been, because Swansea are doing what Swansea need to do and just defend. Barnsley are the better attacking side, but Swansea don't need to attack. And I think Swansea are about to bring on another defender. Great blocking that one out. He's a good defender, actually. Should find that if he actually permanently there. Because if he is, he'll stay and he'll be in the Premier League. He's had a class thing. Get chappers on. Yes, do it. Come on, Barnsley. You need another goal. Get chappers on. He'll get you one. He'll get you two. He'll send you through in normal time. Wait, he's actually from there. He's on loan. What? He's 20. He's on loan from Chelsea. Played 40 games this season. No goals, no assists, but he's a tank. You're lagging a bit again. Sorry about that. As I said, it's annoying. And it's probably even more annoying for you. But nothing I can do. I can be a rapper. It's annoying for you, but there's nothing I can do. Woohoo. Hurahan, I think, is going to make way here. I think that's Hurahan. It is. Corey Smith will replace him. Who is? What do you mean? Oh, Mark Guay on loan from Chelsea, 20 years old. Centre back. If that's what you mean, yeah. Mark Guay. Or Guay. Who's on loan from Chelsea. Hurahan came off, but who came on? See, I should really be up to date with this. I'm trying to type in the team so I can go through it again. I know Hurahan's come up. Corey Smith has come up. It's a defensive substitution, actually, that one. And then for Barnsley, as they come forward again, Dyke trying to beat Norton. Norton clips it over his head. Then Norton tries to get it down the line and does, and just absolutely boots it away. I'll go through the teams again in a second. I'll just type them up. I had on FIFA 19 when I Chelsea 59 rated. Don't know what rating is a FIFA 21. Well, I'll have a look in a minute if you want. But yeah, he's a tank today at least. Anyway, right, Swansea's team at the moment then, after the substitutions. Woodman in goal, Norton, Cabango, Guay, Bidwell, Fulton, Grimes, Smith, Ayew, Connor Roberts and Jamal Lowe. How is that a foul? Sorry, Morris has been penalised for a foul on Guay, but Guay's kind of fallen over onto him. Anyway, Barnsley's team will go through after this kind of runs around again. Yeah. Alright, Barnsley's lineup. Collins, Anderson, Heelick and Civic. Britton, Styles, Mowat, Williams, who got the assist. Morris, Dyke and Corley Woodrow, the goal scorer. A good goal as well from that man. "15 minutes in for Barnsley. Dyke tries to get it forward, can't. Morris will fight, doesn't get there. Heelick out to the right-hand side, where the man that got the assist goes again. Cleared away by Grimes to see if he can do anything else this time. It's a late foul. Mowat will bring the ball away though. Mowat cuts onto his left foot into the box over the head of everyone and safely into Freddie Woodman's gloves. Woodman will take his time with this, no doubt. Shouldn't be rushing anyway. They're winning. Actually, I'm going to turn this back up again now. I didn't turn it down for the... Oh no, what have I done? I've turned it off. I've turned the game off. Yeah. And we wait again. It's back on again now. Didn't mean to do that. Dyke down the right wing. Dyke's still going. He's got past Guay, but Guay's now got back and got him. Barnsley's high pressing football is actually class. That's going to be a Swansea throw-in down the left back area. There you go, Katie. You can have a follow back. Yes, Katie, I've just seen. I've given you a follow back already.
If they score again, they would take us to extra time. A reminder that the away goals rule number of players in the playoffs. We remind you every year, even though it's been 21 years since it did.
Max Power looking like he's probably going to leave Sunderland now. Their fans aren't happy with him. And I think that's because of his 93rd minute shot that went about 50 yards over the bar. But he's a good player. I'd take him at Pompey. It's a bit of passion, isn't it? Maybe not good at football. Probably better than Tom Naylor, though, isn't he? Who is probably going to leave. Katie, as well, as you're a Wigan fan, would you take Andy Cannon? Because Pompey's gone from Pompey now. Bolton are in for him because he wants to move back closer to home. He is from Rochdale, or near there. So, obviously, Wigan's not far. Would you take him at Wigan? He did score against you, of course. The absolute screamer. Good player. We're linked with a few players now, actually. But whether we get any of them, probably not. Got a new CEO coming in next month. So, go over there. My phone's being stupid again. Right, Mowat to take a corner, left-footed, in swinger. This goes in. It's 2-1 aggregate. And wow. Mowat into the box. Flicked on by Morris. Morris doesn't actually flick it on. He flicks it towards goal, but it's gone wide of the near post. Not good enough, really, from him. Needs to be better.
It's a dangerous ball in. He's first to it. Just help it on his way. Past that near post. Just flick it on.
Come on, Barnsley. I don't know if anyone's seen this on Twitter before, but that guy with the really long neck just popped into my head. Lucky I wasn't there. I would have done them all in or something. And he went, oh, Chinese bird your neck. It was stupidly long. But I think Barnsley's highlight, wasn't it? The Premier League, they played Man United 2-0 down. Two fans ran on the pitch and chipped up and volleyed at top corner. I don't know if anyone's actually seen that. See, Swansea looks to be playing more counter-attacking now. Cheers, no worries. No worries, Katie. Swansea looks to be playing more counter-attacking now. Still, Barnsley the better team. I think by far as well. Like Woodrow, not out to Woodrow again on the left. Woodrow comes back. Plays it a brilliant pass inside to Britton. Britton up to Morris. Morris back out to Woodrow on the left. To Styles. Inside the box. Back to Morris. Back out to Britton. He lets it go. It's going all the way over to the right now. Where's it going to go now? Back to Britton again. Britton into the box. Straight into Woodman's arms. We'll have power back. Mr. No Power and No Party. But would you take Andy Cannon, though, off of us? Because he's leaving. He wants to come home. Which his home is Manchester, I think. Would you take Andy Cannon? Because he's linked with Bolton. But I think Wigan could be a good move for him. I think it'd be good for you, actually. Obviously, I'm not making up transfer rumours here. He's not linked at the moment. Even if like, you're right, Carl, mate. How you doing? And Chapper's on. 9 minutes to go. Still no sign of Connor Chaplin. But to be fair, yes, they need a goal. But if they were to throw everything forward now and get one goal, they could have their 9 strikers on the pitch with extra time still looming. So I think it does go to extra time, doesn't it? So no pie, no party. I've got a stuck on my head now, Katie. Cheers for that. Away goals don't count. Yeah, I know, but doesn't it go to extra time? I can't remember if it goes to extra time or if it goes straight to penalties. Pulled across. Norton tries to clear it, gives away a corner. Who's going to win? Blackpool. Better football inside. I mean, Lincoln could do it, and as I've said earlier, don't write them off. But I still think Blackpool are just too good. And I want Blackpool to go because they'll batter us next season if they don't. They may lose players, yes, but they batter us. Right, let's see where this is going to go then. Woodrow to take the corner. That's a weird one. On the right-hand side. What's he going to do with it? It's like Kane on corner. Thinks it in. Morris wins the header. Oh! Onto the roof of the net. Very close. I don't know why Woodrow took that, but he did. A good header from Morris, but couldn't get it down enough. He headed it up.
headed over the bar. Not too well.
Barnsley are getting close now, though. Yes, does it extra time, Barnsley thought, yeah. I didn't know if it went straight to penalties, that was all. Because that probably went to extra time, didn't it? We just didn't do anything in that extra time. Possession in the last 10 minutes is 80% in Barnsley's favour. They're well and truly on top with 7.5 minutes plus extra time to go. Forward again by Barnsley, cleared back away by Cabango, looking for Ayu. Helik wins his header to Britton. Britton lets it go. Swansea then searching for Lowe. Helik again wins his header. It's deflected. Anderson this time gets it away. Woodrow spins, can't get there. Headed back away again. Morris comes in for it, takes it behind the defence. Morris left footed to the left hand side, where Styles will pick it up. What can Styles do with it? Let's have a look. He's into the box now on the left hand side. He pulls it back to no one and it's hoofed away. Mowat again down the left, pass it to Styles. What can Styles do again? Styles onto his right foot. He doesn't want it on that foot. He knocks it back to Britton. Out to Mowat again. Mowat inside to Morris, wants it back. Morris doesn't give it to him. Instead goes back to Britton. Britton, what's he going to do now? Over to Styles. Styles to Morris. Morris, he wants the 1-2. Won't get it. Morris onto his right foot. Back to Britton. Britton does whip it in. Looking for Dyke. It's cleared. Woodrow slips in the box. Still has the ball though on the edge. Facing the wrong way. Turns, hits it, deflected. Woodman claims it easily. That photo of Power went with the blue fire after he scored against Donny would always stay, hasn't he? There's one of Lee Brown. Here he's going, yeah! He's got it's Burton away. We scored a handball offside goal, the flukiest goal ever. Doing it 2-1 on Easter Monday. Or good, I think it was Good Friday actually. And someone threw a flare on the pitch, and Lee Brown picked it up and went, come on! Kid running the pitch, we had Tom Naylor picked him up. That is class away day, that. Remember one of my mates got kicked out because someone threw a flare and he picked it up. So the flare's in front of him, so he picked it up and kind of gone to throw it. And the steward went, "Can I have a word with you, please, mate?" Styles was running to Cabango and giving away a free kick. We won the league that game. Mental. We beat you that season, didn't we? At home. And we drew you away, so we didn't lose to you that season.
They were successful at Wembley 10 years ago. He was there when they lost on penalties down the road at Cardiff to Barnsley. His spot kick was one they didn't convert. And just to crank up the nerves for those of the Swansea persuasion.
I'm going to see if I can find it now, actually. Right. I don't know why I'm looking on Google for it. This is one of our best outfits in recent years. I was there with Drew Wimmer. Mental. Right, so this pic, I'm going to turn this down. This video was taken from Hayling Island, which is 4.5 miles away as the crow flies from Pratton Park. Mental. 4.5 miles away, we can be heard clearly. Something the top six will never know anything about. Or the big six, so to speak. Could have lost the league title if it weren't for Charlton. Was that, what did we do that? Oh yeah. Charlton got beat us at the playoffs that season. Before that game, we need to play Hawkins and Chapman up front. Jacket still decided he wasn't good enough for the League One. Mental, that, okay, it is ridiculous. That was against you guys at Pratton Park 2018. 2018? Yeah. Well, that season, 2017-18, when you won the league. Quinn Jamallo scored and beat you. Oh, here we go, Swansea, one-on-one with the keeper. He slipped. Could that missed chance come back to haunt them? Shrewsbury went up. Yeah, they did go to the playoff final. Rotherham beat them. Rotherham beat someone in the playoff final. Surprised? No. Right, hoof forward. Hoof too much, and Woodman will claim it. So Woodman will touch it down and wait for Woodrow to press him, then pick it up. Smith gets one-on-one with Collins, but slips before he gets anywhere near the keeper and falls over. Roberts down the right wing. But, yeah. Was it 3 goals automatic threat? Yeah, it was, because Shrewsbury were like 10 points clear of 4th, weren't they? Something stupid like that. But I remember going there the next season and their fans were saying, yeah, we had about 15 of our players on loan. Hold on a minute. Civic is coming off for Barnsley to be replaced by Liam Kitching, who's wearing number 5, who I imagine is a defender. So why do we need a defender when they go? Or is he just tall to shove up front? Ismail trying to get loads out of his players here. Down the line. Come on. Back to the keeper. Come on then. A minute left to go, plus whatever's added on. Barnsley know they need a goal. Forward. Woodrow can't win it. Cleared away by Roberts. Cleared back away by Heelick. Flicked on by Woodrow. Norton and smashes it clear again. Down to the left wing. Dyke's going to chase it. Dyke has got there. He's got one man to beat, which is Cabango. Cabango beats him though. And Cabango smashes it clear. Got to have got quarterfinals that season. Shouldn't have lost to Southampton. We didn't take our chances. I watched that game because you beat City, didn't you, in the round before? Yeah, I watched that game. It was mental. But yeah, I think the guy that's now Arsenal, that Cedric, scored, didn't he? Anyway, Barnsley come and get forward again. That should have been a foul there from Grant. 5 added minutes. We're going to the first one of those now. Barnsley have got plenty of time to find a goal, a winner. Well, it's mental because it's a winner and an equaliser. Swansea fans are actually biting their nails right now. If I was a Swansea fan, I wouldn't have any fingers left. Walton said the penalty was 0-0 at half time. Walton. He's at Brighton now, isn't he, Walton? Class keeper. Christian Walton. Yeah. He's class. Can't play for Brighton. No, he is good. Right, 1 minute gone out of 5. That's a 5th of extra time gone. And the ball is deep inside Barnsley's half. Why does Swansea's manager constantly look stoned? So that. Am I a manager? Oh, I didn't realise. Roberts hasn't got a shirt on. I don't know why, but he hasn't. Morris heads it out to the right-hand side. Knocked back. Whipped into the box. Towards Morris again, heads it. Good save. Could have been 3 semi-finals in 5 years. Mental. He's been let go, got injured in pre-season. Oh, did he? He'd be a good pick-up for Wigan then.
And just watch what happens here when he gets up, he takes his shirt off himself and actually throws it off the pitch.
He'd be a good signing for Wigan.
Too difficult, he was in a hurry. Needed to get back there. Could have just held on to it.
If he's fit for next season, that is, Katie, obviously. I wouldn't sign him if he was injured for 2 or 3 years. But Wigan, I mean, I know Jamie Jones is good, don't get me wrong. But Christian Watt could be a good replacement for Craig McGilvray if he ends up leaving, if he's fit. Shall I check? Obviously, it all depends if he's still injured or not.
A really impressive finish, a really high tariff, if you like, of difficulty.
Let's have a look.
Those those two moments of Swansea class over the piece.
Played every single game for Blackburn in the Championship last season.
Barnsley not been able to reach, or will not be able to reach this time yet. Yeah, you see the real Barnsley in the last 15-20 minutes, but they've not been able to kind of stretch that out for the full 90. Whatever the outcome of the next couple of minutes, their season has been the most emphatic success. They reckon they've got the second lowest budget.
Love Jamie Jones. Fans don't rate Jamie as first choice even though he's captain. Yeah, maybe. He's a good guy. Whether he's a good player, though, is the question. Whether, because, you know, it's all well and good being a good guy and a good leader, but if you can't save the shots and get it away good enough, then you're not a good keeper. A minute, just over a minute left to play here. Can Barnsley find it? Dyke flicks it on. Wood has it. Tries to get it out to the right. Headed clear again. Mowat picks it up. It's out to the right again. Whipped into the box well. They win the header, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Morris
desperate to hurry the game along.
There's under a minute left now.
There's a small issue developing on the bench. I don't think it will break into anything more than that. Are they breaking into a victory chorus?
You have to make so many changes. Yeah. That's what happens with every keeper, though, isn't it, Katie? If you make one mistake, they go, "Oh my God." Collins went forward, Lowe gets it away, down the left. And Swansea are at Wembley. That is full time. Swansea 1, Barnsley 1. Swansea win 2-1 on aggregate. Wow. Barnsley gave it their all, but ultimately their all wasn't good enough. There will be Swansea to play Brentford. Commiserations for Barnsley. They've given it all. They've given it their all this season. Ultimately, though, it's not been enough. Swansea will make it through. Wow. So last year, Brentford knocked out Swansea. This year, it will be that in the playoff final. Last year, it was a semi-final. This year, it is the big one. It's the final. Barnsley must be heartbroken. They look it. Woodrow looks like he's done. He's just down. Darren's shame. Yeah. Feel bad for giving it their all this season. It was one step too far though, wasn't it? They've done so well. I'm going to clap Barnsley off. Well done. Well done, Barnsley. You had a good innings this season, lads. Just that one step too far.
In South Wales, Swansea going one better than they did last season, falling at the semi-final stage in last season's competition. Now they've got their way into the final at Wembley. A wonderful goal.
Wait for Dad. Dad's going to be a minute, but we're not in a rush.
Enjoying every single minute of what he's seen from his side. So many wonderful performances that we'll come on to in detail. Andre, are you once again part of that attack going forward?
Wow.
The game that my myself, Alex Curtis.
Right, we're going to go for a quick 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the review. We'll have to edit the name of it all, but we'll be back in just 30 seconds. You give me a second to edit the title. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Please do not leave. We'll be back 30 seconds time. Right, well, Dad isn't here yet. I thought he would be by 30 seconds. He's not. But it's been a good run for Barnsley this season, hasn't it? I feel really bad for them. You know, they've given it their all. You know, it's what happens in football. Again, we mentioned it earlier with certain teams, certain results. This is football for you. Class result for Swansea fans. Awful result for Barnsley fans.
Psychologically, that big step was getting over this semi-final. We'll park the final for just a second, Alex. But that was a test of character that they've overcome, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think that all the expectancy was on Swansea. You know, Barnsley came into the game with nothing to lose. They've been trailing from the first leg. And Swansea knew they had to do a job. I thought the first half, they controlled the tempo of the game great. I thought they dictated the match, how it was getting played. And to be honest, before Barnsley...
Dry your eyes, Barnsley. Yeah, but Neil, you know, I don't know who you support. But they'll be upset, and that's how football works. Isn't it? They gave it their best, and obviously their best wasn't good enough in the end. Fair play to Swansea, though. They were the favourites. They coped with that pressure of being the favourites, and they're through to Wembley.
In the second leg of the Swansea play, Matt Grimes bending one into the top corner, and he's now talking to David Craig.
Congratulations. Proud father to be, winning captain.
Huddersfield, yeah, I suppose he does. I mean, Huddersfield didn't exactly do well, did they? So.
I don't think I can, to be honest. It was the prettiest game, but we got the job done. Lads stuck in at the end there, and yeah, we're so happy, so happy.
Hurry up, Dad. I want to hear what Dad says.
But how special was that one? Yeah, obviously, it means the world to me, but obviously to win the game, get back to Premier League, that's what it's all about. So, yeah, I'm buzzing for that. And the fans...
Local. Oh, are they, Darren? Oh, yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, they are, yeah. Wasn't there a period where both were trying to survive relegation? They drew it. They both stayed up. But I mean, I think I speak for everyone. I say fair play to Barnsley and congratulations to Swansea. The other guy's gone jogging at Banter. I think he's gone for a sprint, mate. He's like, quick, I've put on weight. He's run away, so I look a bit better. Text him. He said he's just, his daughter's being picked up quickly, so it won't be long. Cardiff City are in for Brennan Curtis, Darren. Apparently. A bit of a downside, wouldn't it? Ow. Well, we know 2 of the playoff finals. The other 2 will be confirmed tomorrow. I'm going to type up then what's been confirmed this weekend. There you go. They're the 2 things that have been confirmed today then. Championship playoff final will be Brentford versus the Welsh club Swansea. And the League One playoff final will be contested between Blackpool and Lincoln City. let him go. We got 3 for Jamal, so much for Curtis. I think we get 3 mil, 2 mil for Curtis, and I take that and then spend that on someone else. Up the Tranmere tomorrow. Who they got? Morecambe, isn't it? Come on. To be fair, I'd rather Tranmere than Morecambe. Morecome's a dive. No offense when I was from Morecambe, I just don't like the area or the place. I love Tranmere because who doesn't love an away day in Liverpool? Class. I'm hoping to be able to do some form of live stream before I go to work next weekend. But I have work at 5 on the Saturday, which means I may be able to do a stream ending at 1:45. But we will see. We will see. The other 2 are pretty much impossible. Though. I'm 12:30 till 5 on those ones. So Tranmere losing 2-0. Yeah, I know. Morecambe winning away as well, which is a big, big thing. And away winning the playoffs is gold dust. Tried to get tickets on General Sale for Thursday, but sold out in 10 minutes. For Thursday? Thursday. What's on Thursday? Thursday? Or was that for Tranmere? For when they played on Thursday? Yeah. I got confused then. I didn't realise they went out on General Sale. Was it just people that live in the local area, or could anyone have got them? Could anyone have just got them? Barnsley tweeted something that Barnsley tweeted feeling nothing but pride, then Reds. Fair play to them. And someone commented about Woodrow feeling hungry. No goals was the first one when he scored. And Katie, as you predicted, there's a lot of Wigan fans in these comments. To be fair, someone did just say, in a way, it's better Barnsley didn't go up because they wouldn't have survived. And I don't like saying that, but Sheffield United survived for a season and got battered this year. Barnsley would have been even worse than that. Because the investment there isn't, it probably is limited, and yes, they would have got loads of money, but the amount of money you'd have to spend to stay in the Premier League, it would have been a lot.
Now we need to go there and try and get the victory. Was his goal as good as your goal at the first leg? His goal is good. Graham's the goal is not. But you know, what's important is these goals.
Come on, Dad.
That's what we.
There were 400. The rest already gone to season ticket holders. Fair enough.
The captain alluded to it. It's a mixture of characters, experience, and youth. How important is that camaraderie and that blend, Andre?
I would have expected more would have gone to season ticket holders, if I'm honest. Because Pompey sold 4,000 within about 5 minutes of general sale, of season ticket holders when we went.
The unity in here is not fake; it's real. You know, we understand each other.
Come on, Dad.
Sometimes we argue, like in anywhere, but it's always for the.
How's everyone feeling after that then?
I'm very proud of the squad. You know, I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of what they have done, what we have done as a team. Now we just need to like I said.
So Brentford will battle it out with Swansea for a place in the Premier League. 2 clubs that could probably stay there as well.
To do very good things in football. When you're happy, you need to enjoy it.
Clubs that have been there before.
Then you get back to work because we want to win on Saturday.
You've underlined the fact that quite obviously and understandably nothing is done yet. What will it take other than just winning to make that step back to the Premier League?
Mentality, strength, unity, everything. You need everything if you want to.
3,400 available at Prenton Park for the first leg. Really?
Saturday, and we're going to
did you not go to that one then, or did you go?
Make sure that
Prenton, autocorrect. Yeah. Did you end up going to Prenton Park then, or did you not go?
We know what's coming.
They're interviewing Andre Ayew right now, and some fans shouted at him, and he just tried to continue, but eventually ended up going to celebrate with him.
We'll go for it. And I think it's going to be a very tough
I feel bad for Barnsley, but as I said a minute ago, they wouldn't stay.
Glorious smile at the end, a very telling
All the fans are gone.
Compliments paid to his Swansea side, who are officially in.
Well, next Saturday at 2 Brentford versus Swansea, kick off at 3. And next Sunday at 3 again, Blackpool versus Lincoln. I have to try and keep up. I don't even know I want to go up. I would love it if Blackpool, well, both of them are class away days, but I've never been to Lincoln, and Blackpool are better, and would probably batter us next season.
But you can also type comments and legends. The United Way is available Monday on Sky Documentaries.
Come on, Dad.
Alex Neil and Curtis Davis are alongside me here. They know how to take the next step that comes after the playoff semi-final. At the key moments from today's events down at the Liberty Stadium, Swansea City are in the championship.
If anyone cares, so the FA Vars was played earlier, the final, and this is what one of the manager did afterwards. Ready? On it. Right, is everyone ready? You probably missed it. I'm going to let it play again. That was their manager after they won. Fair play to him. Congratulations to the Lincoln fans in this. Yes, Joe. Congratulations to them. Good luck to them. No tickets out before I logged on. Oh, fair enough then. Fair enough. Can't have been easy to get them anyway. It's phone, Dad. Let's see if we can phone him and see if he actually picks up. Because he said he wants to come on. So we'll see if he does actually pick up.
Has built-in virus protection, so you can click with confidence, with no more updates and a lot more peace of mind. Switch to built-in virus protection.
You joining?
When you use Woman, good things happen.
I am.
See if people are interested in buying a house before you even decide to sell.
Quickly.
Sorry, did you drop it?
Because Woman
Well, you just had
is a
them.
game changer.
He's lost his earphones apparently.
Who's Van Gogh? Boom.
Quickly find them, please.
Secret property sneak peek.
No, there is a point because you can still talk about it there. I'm on stream. Just please, just find your earphones or don't find your earphones. Just join it.
New cookie dough piece puff with the cookie dough core surrounded
Well, I
by
might be able to. Just join anyway, and we'll see what happens. But Dad's going to join anyway, without earphones. Just if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But he sat there and he didn't bother looking for them. Sunderland bottle jobs like and Leeds. Sunderland scored 2 goals against Lincoln. They did, but ultimately weren't good enough. We're the same though. So, Barnsley fans rubbed it in with massive celebrations called us cheats that got all we deserved and we went down, and then the club tried to get us to pay for him to come to our points of appeal. Brilliant.
It's up to all of us to keep our communities resilient.
Right, Dad, thoughts on Swansea making it to the playoff final, if you can actually hear me?
Give our communities your best shot.
I can hear you. Can you?
Not really.
I have to go phones, mate.
Well, we're going to end the stream in a minute anyway, Dad, so just try and say your thoughts. If it cuts out, it cuts out. Just try and say your thoughts on that.
I thought Barnsley were a bit unlucky at the end there, mate. To be fair.
Yeah. What do you think about Swansea versus Brentford then?
Well, I think that's too close to call. I think that could go to extra time and penalties, mate, to be fair.
Yeah.
I did say Brentford originally, but I think it'll be a very, very close game. Very close.
Yeah, it will. I'll bet you any money it will. It's one of those, it's very tough to call.
And there's,
Very tough.
and there's so much pressure on the game.
Well, yeah, it's the most lucrative game in football.
Yeah, of course. So
yeah. Well, anyway, Dad, I'll let you go now. You haven't got your headphones. Thanks for making an opinion.
yeah,
So I'll see you later.
jacket out, up the Cowleys, up the New Army. Sunderland's
I'll see you in a bit.
Love you.
Oh, there goes Dad. Boys that's finally to let go, yeah. Sunderland should have a pen like. Think they'll finish mid-table next season. Barnsley will. Yeah, probably. Well, that is where this stream's going to end. Thank you all for tuning in. Please do subscribe if you're new again. We haven't got up any in this stream so far, but hopefully we can get some afterwards. I hope you've enjoyed it if you have been new. If you are new again, though, please do subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next stream.